Hello all, this is another DAZI guide. I will be doing a DAZI guide for Teal. So I'll be going over the beginning first, and then I'll go over the event second, and then third I'll be going over the special units and what they can all do, and including like the tower and the generator. And number 4 is I'll show you how to properly set up Teal last stand. So let's get into it. So start of game, we're going to go to allies, you're going to share everybody as Teal, even if you're a pro or not. Share everybody, especially as Teal. You'll pick your hero, of course. Go buy whatever you want. You can do even buy orbs if you want. It's up to you. But secondly, after that, you're going to grab all these guys. You won't normally grab purple units, but you're going to get all your sanctums. You're going to take all your melee, so then move over to this graveyard right here. Somewhere over here. I don't like go over there and click it. I just do it on the minimap. And then send your Teal units from whatever cover they own from that spot. It's like purple units go to purple, orange go to orange, so on and so on. So you'll go around, you'll send all these units through the front lines, and make sure that they're out of the way when you send them up there. So like just put them in the corner whenever you do it, just so that they're out of the way and have shares so they can move them out when they need them. But just don't have them blocking, especially at the start when people are trying to set up. That's pretty much it for the start. Your units, they stay with that color the entire game, where they stay with that sanctum, and they back up with you. And then once your hero gets to level 6, you can use the teleport ability. So whenever they go to die, you just teleport. You can teleport all your guys, and you get to keep them.
Kick down, Sparky.
Ideally, you're going to want to keep these guys all alive. But we'll move on to the event. So there is a graveyard right here, and why you bring all your melee back here is to defend the graveyard. So you'll just cover this little gap, this gap here, and this gap. I do like to put the arcane guys in the middle because when they die they explode, and then that will usually, if they don't micro it, they'll kill those guys, and like 2 of these guys dying will kill all of them. So you don't really need DPS here, you just need 2 of these guys to die, or you can just attack them if you want. But you know, and then have them at 1 HP, and as soon as the zombies come, you just attack them, they explode, and then they all die. Well, that's up to you.
I thirst for magic.
That's got that covered, so we'll go over special units. So your melee units, they're pretty much the same. The only difference is like your golems and these arcane sentinels, they can't be healed. But your mage guards, they can be healed, so they have the positive and negatives on them. But that's the basics of the melee. Except for these arcane golems, they have reduced armor by, like, their damage by 6, or no, 8. Can't be below 5, and they explode on death. And both these golems and arcanes are immune to magic.
On with it.
These high mage guards, they can be immune to magic with the shield. The potion of fury, I don't really use that, but you can. And their shield's really good. It absorbs 3 damage per mana point. You can also be using the wagons to get the mana to make them last longer, but that's up to you. I don't personally do that. This generator, it gives everybody more mana and gets them to do more damage. So I like to do it at the start, but like it's up to you. You can or not use that. We'll move on to, we'll do the tower when we do the final stand.
Yes, my friend.
Your adept, really good, gives you frost armor, so 1.5 armor and slows down whoever attacks them. If you put on auto cast, it will only use on people who get attacked, so usually the 4 on the front line. These sorcerers, they have slow abilities, so they slow down the zombies that are attacking. That is really good. Storm Ward, if you get like 12 of them, you can just pop these Storm Wards down just to get extra DPS if like a hero pushes or not. You can use that, you don't have to. Like, honestly, all this is just preference. Like, I just use them for slow most of the time. And sometimes I'll do Lightning Strike if there's lots of DPS. You just hit this thing down, it does some damage, but the better thing is that it reduces the armor of all the people around, which will let your archers like kill them faster and you get gold faster. And then the most important unit that you have, this High Mage. At the beginning of the game, you'll be doing Rain of Fire just to do DPS over time. So like this will just do an area damage, just get you gold at the start. But if you're backing up, like say like this choke breaks and you're wanting to like TP out, you can just use all these water elementals. They all have 500 HP, so they kind of do last pretty good. Just kind of put them up in there, and then they will block and then do damage, and then lets you teleport out with your hero and whatever. The last one is sheep, so special units, when they come and attack you, like gargs or skeletons, you can sheep them and they turn into sheep for 10 seconds. Or if you use it on heroes, it lasts for 3. really good when you're last standing. Like, you can use these guys on any base. Like, they're really good against special units. Then the last unit for Teal is this wagon. So you can either heal 15 health up to 10 people, or 5 mana up to 10 people. Which one you use is kind of up to you, but like some people say that giving the mana to the priest and having the priest heal is better, but like it makes no sense because you give 5 mana to the priest, it takes 5 mana for the priest to cast a spell, and it heals for 15. So you might as well just go right to this healing one and heal them all for 15. But if the priests are all low HP like mana, so you have like 10 priests and they're all at like 1 mana, then it would probably be better for the mana. But it's up to you what you do. What I like to do, so we'll go in the final stand here, is I like to destroy these boxes up here, and then once you're maxed out with this armor here, and I want to get the rest of these upgrades, I just do the armor and then these two advanced things, is I like to destroy this blacksmith and then put the wagons all up there. Then make 12 high mages, and then you can pick whichever melee you want. This is if you do a Teal final stand. So what I normally do is make mage guards if you have priests. So usually somebody will send you 12 priests or something along here, and then you just use mage guards and have them heal, and then use shield, and you should be able to hold, especially if like you have heroes here helping defend you. But if you don't have priests, or like don't have priests for whatever reason, you can use these sentinels. They're way better if you don't have priests, and they just kind of go up there and they explode, but they are more expensive, so the mage guards are better.
On with it.
But when you're holding this 4 wide, you also have this tower. The Dazzling Blast is really good. It stuns everybody for 4 seconds. Really good when they're up here, because you can stun them and push all your forces up if you have DPS. And then you can summon these golems. So with these golems, what I like to do is I like to summon the golems all game. Usually you'll get about 10 to 20. And I put them on this front line to kind of give me a warning system when zombies attack. So when zombies start attacking these golems, I know like to set this up and get ready for a defense. And then like if you do have enough golems and heroes are helping you out here, you can send like some units up here. And then like once the golems start to die, then back them up real quick. But with that smithy gone, we'll move these guys up in here. Usually I like to get 9 of these wagons, but I like to get the wagons if you have lots of gold, because the wagons are really good at giving your mana back to these high priests over here. I would like to have like your sorcerers and adepts over here. You don't really need that many, like maybe 12 of them total, just for that mage armor and the slowness that they give. And then have your DPS over here, and then if you have too many, you can destroy this observer, which is another special bone that you have. It just lets you search the area. But I like to destroy it. You also have one at gray here, so you can look at things. Lost my spot. But yeah, if you want more room, you can just destroy that, and then you can get more people in here. And then the last thing that I will say, to make your life easier, you can type in this command, -cam whatever number you want, then V, and then you get a better look at things, so you can micro units better, and you can see between the towers. And then use your scroll on your wheel to move back into the angle like this. That's pretty much the idea. So what you're going to want to have is your high mages over here with your wagons, so they can get their mana back. And then whenever you want to micro your high mages, you will take one at a time, walk them over here, and then you will sheep one of the specials, bring them back so they can get more mana, then bring another guy. Have them auto sheep, and then auto shift them back, and then keep repeating that. Make him sheep, and then shift put him back. Same thing. Sheep, polymorph that guy, and then put him back. You don't need to like micro him like this, and then sheep, and then back him. You just kind of grab him, you make him sheep the target, shift click him back, he'll automatically sheep and walk back when you want to. And you just kind of keep doing that, and that's what micro and the high priest are. Like, because whenever there's all these heroes in here, it kind of gets hectic. So whenever you do this, like sometimes like the guy gets stuck and it won't reach and you won't polymorph, or something goes wrong. So just have them all over here, and then just micro them one at a time. For pink, like your mortars, they should be going up behind this tower. Like anything long range should go up on this tower. Like your flag bearers, they should go up on this tower out of the way. And then your heroes should go in here. So usually like your 3 heroes go on the side here that don't need to be up close, and then you kind of have like this walkway path, and then come down, use your ability, and then go back up and high up here. Just so you're not in anyone's way, and you're kind of out of the way. But it kind of does get hectic, but like you don't want all your heroes up here because you just get crowded. And then just have your DPS on the side here out of the way, and make sure you have a 2 wide hallway here. And then have a lot of DPS over here with at least a 2. You can go 1 wide here to let these high mages go through if you're micro them, but I prefer 2. Just because sometimes these archers move a little bit, then it gets closed off. But you want a hallway here just for constant melee, because throughout the game you're pretty much just going to have this. Just melee keep replacing the old ones. And then you can sometimes get like heroes in here. Like the best way is to have 1 melee hero here and then another melee hero on the other side. And then just have 1 row of high mages in there. Because heroes are 1.5 wide, so they will take up 3 units total, and then you have 1 extra room for 1 down the middle. And then that's the best idea until like they scout or dreadlord you, and then you have to teleport the heroes out because you will die. But that is the tutorial for Teal, and then have a good one.